Hi, I'm Raven, and we're partnering with Renacar Enterprises to bring you a video series, like a documentary style video production about COVID-19 affecting marginalized groups in Barbados.
Hi, I'm Renee for Renacar Enterprises. A part of the mandate under Renacar Enterprises is a social care component. And due to the lockdown and everybody being home, one of our main concerns is what's happening with marginalized persons and persons from vulnerable communities.
Marginalized is LGBT persons, person with disabilities, however you may fit into that community where you are not widely represented.
To see how they're coping right now, being home, maybe being unemployed, and also generally just family day-to-day life, or the household day-to-day life.
So we've asked people some questions to share their experiences on how they're handling things pre and post COVID-19.
I hope you join us and watch some of the video content that we're sharing, and you as well can comment or share your own experiences under these videos.
And we hope you enjoy this video, so stay tuned and thanks for watching.
Anyway, thank you for listening and join us. So again, thank you for doing this. And as I had mentioned, we're documenting how people are, surviving through this present situation of curfew and lockdown. And we just had a few questions. And as I mentioned before, we're putting together a documentary and it will be used publicly. So just making sure that you're okay with all of that before I proceed.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem.
Are there any concerns or fears that you may have when you think about after COVID and us going forward, and as well as suggestions?
Well, not going forward, it would not be business as usual. I could see Barbados being in the red, if I say red or another color, up until probably December, because business is now gonna build back. The person's unemployed, still gotta wait a while until they can get back in the system, and the system being employment. So it's going to be a challenge even after we come out of this whole pandemic crisis. So I really don't know what, to be honest, Renee, I don't know what can be done, because everybody will still need to continue to help each other. Those who got a little, if you could give somebody a piece, everybody will still be turning, the wheels will still be turning, even though they may be turning slower than we are accustomed to, at least they're turning. So I think that would be my only thing is that persons still need to pull together even after they give us the green light, that we can go back out and don't go back out in a rush to, start back doing the things that we were so accustomed doing up until March or whenever, the first shutdown, the first curfew started. But go back out being mindful of the fact that people are going to still be unemployed, and we can still got to try to be our brother's keepers as much as possible.
Yeah. Very.
That would be my only contribution for that part.
What are some of your fears during this period?
Well, nothing not going on right now for me. So I just at home most of the time. Relaxing myself on my phone, messaging, talking, and stuff like that. So I just feel angry and vexed because nothing not coming in for me. But if I could get a less normal little job for time, like cleaning houses or helping around salons, that could help me get a little done pocket. But right now the boy is saying nothing but setting the health and the family. We should work on first. So it can't be selfish and greedy and unkind to people that have stuff to deal with and responsibility in the hand to work with. So right now for me, what I can say is just keep my distance and wait till I get back to normal and pray that Barbados is gonna cure fast, that I take back to normal.
So you're fearful that because you're not able to go and do the survival sets where you're fearful that you won't have any money to do things for yourself, buy essential items that you would need during this period, and in the future you probably would not have as much money based on the lockdown period, which has stifled pretty much your interactions with the persons you do your business with.
Yes, please. I just praying that everything's back to normal because I don't like living off of people, and I said all the time, nobody don't owe me anything, I should own nobody anything, but in this principles in that because I have a lot of stuff on my handy David, and I can't get David how I want David. Like, I still working for event, and I accept because that was like a little small job for me getting tips or whatever, but that didn't come off. But just pray that everything back to normal fast. And space called right now, I have no money, I have no job, and the only thing I can do is to survive myself.
Um, Pretty irrelevant one, but basically being in my house for my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and it's already cutting really close because now we're in May, and I was born in May.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I think that's really about it. Um, yeah, I'm not really bothered by anything else much. Pretty sure it's just another pandemic. Over time, people will wise up and it can go away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll say this for sure. This pandemic is going to be etched in our minds um, through the annals of history going forward. Um, and there's going to be a lot of lessons to be learned from this situation, you know. And again, it's going to, for a lot of people, especially myself, it's boiling down to, and has boiled down to, wants and needs, and like reassessing like our particular place in the our minute grand scheme of things, so to speak. Like where we fit in within our society or our communities, um, and and the impact that we have on that, you know. But even something as simple as, you know, this call, for example, um, is allowing, is like, you can look back at this and be like, okay, well, these are personal experiences, you know, of persons that have have been through this situation and how they've combated the situation, and you know how they plan to get through it. I also like hearing their personal opinions and feedback and perspectives on this said situation, you know. Um, but overall, like I've been enjoying myself. Don't get me wrong. I've been enjoying myself during this downtime. I've been catching up and going to sleep. I've also been going to sleep late and getting up late. You know, again, just doing as I please sometimes. Other times sticking to a schedule, and you know, and again, it's been fun, but I'm not blind to the fact that these are, you know, very uncertain economic times going forward, and I do recognize that I would say like there there is a need to, again, like, for persons to just reassess like what it is they really like going forward, because you don't know what tomorrow brings. You know, we don't know what tomorrow brings, and but we do want to ensure that we have a brighter tomorrow. You know, so how am I contributing to that today? You know, that's the question I ask myself on a daily basis. Yeah.
From a business perspective, it's being an entrepreneur is hard just because even when things are going good, clients typically will take forever to pay you. So I'm even though a few things have been going really well for me since COVID-19 and the lockdown here, I'm cognizant of the fact that these businesses have their own issues, and it's normal for them to take forever to pay small businesses. So I'm aware of the fact that they will probably take even longer. So I'm a little worried about rent and bills and groceries and how I'm gonna afford everything. I've had family members who, like close family members who are not working right now. So it's kind of this thing in like a lot of Black families is and I can't remember what TV show I heard this from, but like the Black tax, you kind of have to give back to your family. So I'm not just kind of working for myself right now. I'm kind of like trying to make sure that I can work for everybody. So I think that's the pressure of that is kind of getting to me too. But I'm just trying to take it day by day. What I've been telling myself is, you're not the only one that's struggling with this. Right. So you're gonna be fine. That is my like daily mantra. It doesn't work every time I say it to myself, but it's better than nothing. What else? One of the issues I have sometimes that kind of spurs on my depression is this is the feeling of loneliness. I have this idea that I don't really think people really care about what I have to say or are really interested in me as a whole, as a concept, as a person, as a friend, or anything. I know it's irrational, but it's there. And I've been feeling like some really intense loneliness. It's I guess being stuck inside makes that way worse, because before I could force myself to get off the couch or my bed, because really and truly I've been in my bed. Like, I live with my brother, but I usually stay in my room, in my bed, door closed, period. Even when I'm in a good mood, I just kind of have always been, when I'm a homebody, I'm kind of in my room. So but we normally, when I want to stop that, I would get out of the house, go by my best friend, go to the beach, go to a bar. Even if it's by myself, I think feeling the energy of other people is good for me. So it's been really difficult to do that, to kind of not have that option. I went to a bakery on Thursday, and just being around people, which is something I feel like normally I'd be like, ugh, but just being around people who were not even like following the 6 feet social distancing rule, I was like, yes, I'm here for this. So I think the loneliness is crazy. It's like, as Britney Spears would say, my loneliness is killing me.
Okay, so what are some of your fears during this period and for the future, if any?
Just in terms of my fear for now, I could just have to focus on making sure, because he's not in school, so, and I don't want to put all of the pressure of me being a teacher. Okay, I do not want to blame myself. At the end, I can only do how much I can.
Right.
I still want to keep him occupied, still want him to learn and stuff like that. So I've downloaded apps, and so in terms of when in the mornings he would get up and he would do some work, and he would learn his numbers, and he would do his alphabet, and we'll tackle some words for him to spell and stuff like that. In terms of playing on the inside, I'll probably just like make up games. Like, we found old pet bottles and we did the whole bowling inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he enjoyed that until he nearly tried to break a lamp. But yeah, you just don't know when it comes point. But in terms of work, that still plays on you, because at the end of the day, you still need an end date, and the type of industry that I'm in will be the last to open up.
Yeah, because you depend on tourism,
yes,
and currently
there's none. And the way that everything is going on overseas, to be quite honest with you, it's not looking like, because you keep hearing their time is 12 to 18 months. They expect everything to be back together. 12 to 18. I don't have 12 to 18 months to pay light and power. Okay, I don't have 12 to 18 months to pay Digicel. At the end of the day, we still want to get back to normal stuff. And like me, I'm a single mom. I don't know how to. I still need to get out, and right. I don't know how my life is gonna go after, or how long it's going to be like after. I just don't know.
So, in terms of any specific fears for the future, in terms of like you're temporarily laid off, do you think you're going to be fired or possibly
No.
laid off without being renewed or rehired or
Basically, and then I'll have to start from scratch in terms of looking for fresh work, and you don't know how is that going to play out because a lot of other persons are employed like myself, so it's going to be a battleground for jobs.
and then NAS is swamped with the unemployment.
And then you have to be waiting for that. All you could do is every time you hear the postman, you get little butterflies to make sure is that for me now? Is it my turn? These bills have to be paid.
Yeah.
Again, I have to say thank you so much for doing this, and
No problem.
always a pleasure having a conversation with you.
Anytime, any place.
Well, Nicole, thank you so much for doing the interview on persons affected by COVID-19.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer some of these questions. We may, as this situation continues and changes and grows, come back and say, hey, we have a few more things. But again, yeah, thank you for doing this today.
That's no problem, Renee. You know, I'm always willing to help you with anything. That's fine.
All right. Well, I'm going to end recording now.
Thank you very much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
And we hope that the persons that we find a cure for COVID as soon as possible so we can all retain some level of normalcy and you can get your money and do as you need to.
And one more thing, and please find help the ones that really need, like the ones that HIV is, please.
Again, thank you. This is
Yeah, you're welcome.
very insightful. Thanks, Sam. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.